Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today's pick a card reading is going to be the unexpected. What will happen in your life that you didn't expect? Unexpected changes, unexpected events, kind of like the universe is surprising you with a plot twist in your story, in your movie. That's what we're going to look at today, okay? For those who are new, my name is Cynthia. Hi. I'm going to read your cards today. So without further ado, in the next clip you can choose between 3 objects, okay? And I would say I'm going to see you in your reading, guys, and we are going to find out what unexpected changes or unexpected events will happen in your life, okay? So I'm gonna see you there. Hello my beautiful pie number 1. So you chose this beautiful coin here. Okay, let's find out what is the unexpected. What unexpected changes can you expect? Okay, so first of all I'm gonna channel the energy and then we're gonna look at the cards together, okay? I might close my eyes while I'm channeling. So if you're asking yourself, why the heck is she closing her eyes? It's because I can channel better if my eyes are closed, but I also took a lot of notes. Because when I was doing my makeup and when I was getting ready for the pick a card reading, there was so much coming through. Okay, so if I look down, I might be looking on my notes. So let's see. So pile number 1, the first thing that I heard for you guys is that for some of you guys, if you recently bought a fortune cookie and the fortune cookie said something like, whatever the heck the fortune cookie said, I'm picking up the unexpected is that a message in a fortune cookie turns out to be true. Almost this energy of like you read a fortune cookie and you didn't think too much about it, or you were like, oh well, you know, like that's just a fortune cookie message, but that fortune cookie message will play out in your life. Or there's an energy of like you will remember the fortune cookie message that you recently read or saw, or where you bought a fortune cookie at a restaurant. You will be at a point in your life very, very soon where you will remember a fortune cookie message, because the fortune cookie message was foretelling that event that would take place in your life, okay? For others of you, I'm also picking up the energy that you're going to find something unexpectedly on the floor. Okay, this could be money, this could be a poem, this could be a book, this could be whatever the heck it is. There's something about, for a lot of you guys, the unexpected is that you will find something on the floor that is significant, or it almost feels like whatever this object is, it feels like it was just placed there for you because it has it's a significant symbol basically. Okay, there's something about, yeah, I'm hearing there's something about as you're walking through the streets or as you're walking through the city, as you're walking home, you might be finding something on the floor, and it will feel like the universe put this object there for you because it will somehow relate to your situation. Okay, for example, you have been thinking about a specific topic and then you see like, you know, for example, in my city, there's sometimes boxes on the street when people don't need certain things anymore. Sometimes they put it outside. Okay, this could be a puzzle, this could be a book, this could even be like an object that you have been thinking about. For example, let's say you have been thinking about buying a vase, or you have been thinking about, I don't know, buying a painting, but then you will see that somebody placed a box outside, you know, like in the city, or as you're walking in your neighborhood, there's something about you will find something. And for example, let's say it is a book. So you have been thinking about like whatever topic you have been thinking about. Okay, if you hear weird noises, I don't know what my neighbors are doing, to be honest with you. I hope they're done at some point with their renovation because it does get on my nerves, to be honest with you. So if you hear weird noises in the background, this might be my neighbors renovating. So I'm hearing you know, like let's say you have been thinking about like how crocodiles have children. I don't know where this came from. And then all of a sudden you find like a book that talks about crocodiles and how they procreate of some sort. There's something about, for a lot of you guys, you will be finding something on the floor unexpectedly, but whatever this object is, it is tied to what you have been thinking about. So you kind of manifested it, or this might be an energy of like the universe is answering a prayer or answering a question by something that will lay on the floor. Okay, so let's see what else came through. Yeah, okay, yeah, finding something on the floor. And I'm also hearing, or I heard, something that you thought didn't work or something that you didn't believe in will be proven to work or will be proven to be real. For example, for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy that you recently bought crystals. Okay, you recently bought crystals, or you recently did like a manifestation ritual. Maybe you even, you know, like a paid, like a, how do you say that, like somebody who makes rituals. Do you say partitioner? I don't know how you call that, but for some of you guys, maybe you have been, you know, like doing a ritual with a friend. Maybe you have been burying something next to a tree. I'm picking up the energy of like working with crystals, or working with like you know, like writing things down in your journal and repeating them in order to manifest something. And I'm picking up the energy that you didn't believe it is working. So for some of you guys, you recently did a manifestation ritual, or you recently bought crystals, and you bought those crystals because, you know, like, oh, you know, I like crystals. But there's the core energy here that I'm picking up with you guys is you thought this isn't gonna work. May that be crystals don't work for me. Maybe other people manifest with crystals, but I've never seen any evidence that crystals work in my life. Or for example, let's say you did a manifestation ritual and it's been 2 months and you thought, well, it didn't work. You know, like that was pointless for me to do that manifestation ritual. It was pointless for me to write that letter because nothing has changed in my life. Okay. Well, there's this energy of like, yeah, and that's what I'm picking up. So you are very, very convinced that something doesn't work for you. May that be crystals, may that be a manifestation technique, or may that be like, let's say you've been listening to affirmations for like 2 days in a row and you didn't see any changes in your life. Okay, so you told yourself, well, maybe manifestations, maybe affirmations don't work for me, maybe crystals don't work for me. Or maybe what this person said on YouTube doesn't even work for me because nothing has changed in my life. The unexpected is you thought it didn't work, but you would then see, oh my God, you know, this crystal really worked. Or there's this energy of like, I'm buying a crystal, and maybe you have been reading about the properties or the healing effects of that crystal. Let's say you bought a bracelet, a ring, or something along those lines. Or like a crystal for love, for example, rose quartz, because I'm picking up for some of you guys, you have been trying to either manifest money, new friendships, or you've been trying to manifest your future spouse. There's this energy of like, I really didn't expect this to work, but then come to find out that the crystals have worked, or that your manifestation ritual has worked, but not immediately. And then you will see like, oh my God, I do manifest with crystals, or crystals really help to manifest. There's something about you will, or you have been doing something and you thought to yourself that was pointless, nothing has changed in my life. The unexpected is that whatever you have been doing will prove to you that your manifestation, or this affirmations. I'm also being brought to like hypnosis, something about like, okay, I'm gonna try to go to hypnosis, you know, like somebody who goes to a hypnosis session, and then somebody comes out of that hypnosis session, and then, you know, like there's this talk that you have in your mind. You know what, I think that was a waste of money. That didn't do anything for me. You know, like I don't even know why I did that. And then like 2 weeks later, something will happen in your life that is connected to that hypnosis session. Does that make sense? So there's something about, I really did not believe that this is working for me. May that be crystals, affirmations, may that be journaling, may that be whatever, okay? Whatever the heck it is, and the universe will prove to you that it does work. There's something about, I did not believe that this is working, or at least it's not working for me, okay? Or for example, not believing in fortune cookies. For you know, like I'm being brought to like people who don't believe in tarot readings, and then they stumble upon a tarot reading one day, and the tarot reading is so accurate that they start to believe in tarot. That's what it feels like, okay? So for a lot of you guys, there's gonna be a moment where you didn't believe in something, but it is manifesting, so then you start to believe in crystals, or you start to believe in affirmations, you start to believe in hypnosis. Does that make sense? Okay, let me see. What else did I write down? I'm also being brought to, for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy that for some of you guys, if you have applied for a job and you were 100% sure that you don't get the job, you might be surprised that you do get the job. It's almost this energy of like, I'm being brought to like an acquaintance that I used to have, who was very, very sure that she would get that one particular job because she put a lot of effort into it. And she was like super duper sure, because the whole interview period was like over 2 months or something along those lines. And she was so sure that she would get the job, but then come to find out they took somebody else. And then the other job that she applied for, where she put minimal effort, or where she was really, really sure that she wouldn't get the job, that's the job that she actually got. This plot twist of, I'm really sure I'm not gonna get the job, you're gonna get the job. I'm really sure that this crystal is not working for me, it's gonna work for you. Like you're gonna be like mind blown how this crystal, when you read the properties, or you read like something online that this crystal helps for anxiety, for example, and I'm being brought to like somebody who's desperate to find like something to help them with anxiety, so they branch out and look for other ways to cope with their anxiety, and they don't believe in it. I don't believe in hypnosis, I don't believe in crystals, I don't believe in breath work, okay? And then they try that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it does work. Okay, it's this energy of like, oh my God, it does work. The crystals do work, you know, hypnosis does work. That's the type of energy that I pick up here with you guys, but I'm gonna dive into the specifics now. Okay, so we have here the card Resilience. As well as Heart. We have Love here. Okay. We also have the card Crystals, and it says Achievement. So a lot of you guys are gonna be surprised that you are successful with something that you didn't believe in, to be honest with you. Okay, to keep it short and simple, but again, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper here. We have the Star card here, which is a beautiful card to come out when it comes to the unexpected. Sorry guys, I just ate breakfast. And we have the Eight of Staves. Okay, which is a message or something. This is like fast movement, messages coming through here. Okay, we also have the Five of Coins and the Ace of Coins. Ace of Cups. Okay, I'm also being brought like, for some of you guys, you watched my videos, and for some of you guys, I told you about that Spirit is telling you to wear crystals for protection, or to do a cord cutting ritual, or to cleanse yourself, or something along those lines, because somebody is blocking either your love life or your finances. You see, these are my neighbors. Excuse me, I'm trying to work. What the heck are they doing there? It sounds like they're wrestling or something like that. So if you watched another reading of mine, this is just for the people that watch it. If you didn't, then don't take that message, okay? Or it could still apply to you. So I was telling in another reading about, or I was talking about how Spirit said there's a need for protection rituals, there's a need for protection mantras, or there's a need to have like crystals around you that protect you, or do a cord cutting ritual, do a cleansing ritual. And I'm picking up the energy, you will unexpectedly see that this cord cutting ritual, this cleansing ritual, or these stones that you bought for protection, or any kind of protection ritual that you have done, that it is actually working, because you will see that your life is moving forward now. It almost feels like you did that ritual, and for some of you guys, you didn't even believe in that message of like, I don't think that I need protection, but I'm just gonna do it. That's what it feels like, where I don't need that cleansing ritual, but I'm just gonna do it. I have time on my hand, so I'm just gonna do that protection ritual. And then you will see like, oh my God, since I did that protection ritual, since I did that cord cutting ritual, there's a change in the air, or there's a change, like all of a sudden there's more money coming in, or there's more people approaching me, or I feel better energy in the air. And you're going to ask yourself, is that connected to that ritual that I've done the other day? Yes, it is. Okay, that's the unexpected energy that I pick up here. So we have the 5 of coins and the Ace of Cups here. Okay, as well as Page of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Emperor. There's a beautiful message here coming through for you guys. Okay, so now let's dive into it. I'm picking up the energy here that for some of you guys, okay, take what resonates, because I'm picking up multiple scenarios. I'm picking up that some of you guys, you are currently struggling a little bit with finding deep relationships or deeper connections. Okay, for some of you guys, I'm picking up that one part of you that are watching, you're struggling with money, or you're struggling with coming out of like the poverty mindset, or coming out of like the poverty line. There's something about, I want to get out of this poverty energy, or I don't want to, you know, like just accept my financial situation like my parents did. I really want to change something about that. So for some of you guys, you're really focused on your coins, and you also chose the coin here, right? as your object. You also chose the coin. So for a lot of you guys, you're currently really focused on your coins, or really, excuse me, do you hear that, guys? Okay, let's wait for a second until they're done. Because you guys chose the coin. So I'm picking up the energy that a lot of you guys, you're really focused on making more money, or getting out of like poverty, or getting out of financial struggle. Okay, for others of you, you're not necessarily struggling with money, but you might be struggling with deeper connections, or struggling with feeling alone, struggling with feeling like left out in the cold, or you might have had like a lot of fallouts with friends, or you might be a person who doesn't really have friends, or even if you do have a friend circle, it still feels like you're kind of alone, because I'm hearing the connection is not as strong as you would like to. So for some of you guys, you're struggling with finding new friends, or finding deeper relationships, or a deeper connection to people. So there's something about hearing a lot of you guys, you are struggling with finding new friends, or you might even be struggling with dating, because you really want to find like a new person, a new love in your life, and it hasn't been that easy to connect with people, or you have not really found a person that you deeply relate to, or deeply connect to the point where a relationship or a friendship can can grow out of it. Okay, but your money is okay, but there's something lacking when it comes to relationship and friends. And then for others of you, you might have like enough friends, you might have a beautiful relationship, but you might be struggling with money, or you might be struggling with making more money, or this energy of like you don't want to turn every penny around, like you want to live good, you don't want to worry about bills, but right now at this point in time, you're kind of like still trying to find your way when it comes to financial abundance. For some of you guys, there might be even both energies in your life, that you might be struggling with money as well as with friendships and relationships. Okay, and I'm picking up the energy, there's an unexpected good message coming through here. So for some of you guys, this is pertaining a job interview where you really thought you would not get the job, or you have been waiting for 2 weeks, you didn't hear anything, and you already, like in your mind, you already came to the conclusion that they don't want to work with you, or they will not give you the job. Okay, you might be surprised that you will get the job. Okay, because I'm picking up the energy of like a lot of you guys, you might have been like really sad about that you don't have the friendships that you're looking for, or that you don't have like these deep friendships, these deep connections that you see, like, because I'm being brought to like for some reason I'm being brought to Sex in the City. You know, if you know me, you know that I love Sex in the City, or I always like, my mind always travels there. But I'm being brought to how Carrie was moving to a different country. She was moving to Paris for a man. I mean, like, she was in love and stuff like that. I mean, this is also coming through here. Okay, so give me a moment here. She was traveling to Paris because she met a man, and she felt like, you know what, I've been living in New York City for years, and I think I want a new life in a different country. So she was traveling with that man because you know, like, she thought she would retire with him, you know, and stuff like that. And she was traveling to Paris, but then she was like really missing her friends, and she was like, you know, like window shopping and passing these beautiful coffee shops, and then she saw like a beautiful group of friends of like 4 women laughing and smiling, and it really made her sad because she didn't have her friends with her. Okay, so for some of you guys, you might have found yourself in that situation where you felt like, you know, like, I wish I had this deep sisterhood, or this deep brotherhood energy with another person. I really wish I had new friends in my life, or I really wish I had friends in my life that really understood me from head to toe. Or I really wish I would find, you know, like the love of my life, you know, because I've been single for years. Okay, and I'm picking up the energy here. So for some of you guys, there's a beautiful message coming through here when it comes to your finances. Okay, there's something about you get the job. There's some, yeah, I'm specifically being brought to somebody who was looking for a job. Okay, I'm hearing you will get the job. Okay, there's something about you will find a job, but it might happen a little bit unexpectedly, because they might contact you after 2 weeks where you already thought you're not gonna get the job. Or there might be an energy of like, you didn't get that job, but then you get another job, and you didn't even plan to apply for that job, but it just happened due to networking, due to new people that you're meeting. They are offering or suggesting, hey, you know, I work in that company, and they told me that they're looking for people, so you're gonna apply for that job. You thought you're gonna get this job, you didn't hear something or anything for 2 weeks, and then you told yourself, okay, I'm not gonna get that job. Okay, and again, for some of you guys, there might be a message coming through that they do want to interview you, so you're gonna get invited to an interview. Okay, and then for others of you, your spirit guides are here, so somebody out here needs to hear you're gonna get invited to that interview. Okay, and then for others of you, that job application did not work, or even a school, okay, or whatever you applied to. Okay, this could also be like an apartment. But then you talk to like a stranger, you talk to somebody in your friend circle, and come to find out that there's a company that is looking for people now, or there's a free flat, excuse me, or like a free apartment. Okay, there's something about what you're asking for might come to you unexpectedly. Okay, now for others of you, I'm picking up the energy. If we look at those 2 cards, you can see like she's all by herself. She's either worrying about money, or, which we talked about right now, or she's worried about that she's by herself. Again, this is like what reminded me of like Carrie looking into a window in a coffee shop, and she saw like these people inside, you know, like being happy, having friends, you know, like smiling, and she really felt like, I wish I had those connections. Or you recently saw like a couple that was really, you know, like romantic with each other, kissing each other, and you've been asking yourself, you know, like, when will I find the person that I will cuddle with or snuggle with, you know, in a coffee shop or something along those lines. Okay, and I'm picking up the energy here that there's something very unexpected taking place, either when it comes to work, when it comes to whatever you applied for. And then for others of you, if that does not resonate with you, I'm picking up the energy here. For some of you guys, you might be surprised that the universe will bring new friendships or new love to you before you have your big breakthrough financially. Okay, for some of you guys, you're also waiting for, like, finances are okay, or maybe they're not, but you're waiting for your big breakthrough when it comes to your financial situation. What might be unexpected for you is that before you have your big breakthrough, financially speaking, may that be with your business, a new job, a better paying job, getting the bonus, whatever it is, okay, picking up that new friendships or a new love interest will come in first. There's something about you will have success with love or success with friendships before you have your huge success or your huge breakthrough when it comes to your finances. Because I'm picking up the energy, a lot of you guys, you have been focused on your finances and stuff like that, and you have been trying to have your breakthrough financially. And again, I'm picking up what might be unexpected is that before you have your huge breakthrough financially, okay, before you have that huge deal, that huge month where your business is booming and stuff like that, or again where you get like a bonus at the company, or where you find the perfect job for you or your dream job, you will first find, I'm hearing you will first find the love of your life, or you will find new soulmates, like new relationships, new friendships. This will happen in your life first. There's a strong emphasis on networking, being with people and stuff like that. I'm picking up the energy. What is unexpectedly happening in your life is, if we look at those two cards, it looks like she's by herself and she's not invited because the door is closed, but it was clarified by the Nine of Cups. Okay. If we look at those two cards, it looks like somebody, you will unexpectedly sit on a table with new people, okay, and you will no longer feel alone. For others of you, you will unexpectedly sit on a table, have an interview, and it goes great, okay? So this could either be an interview or this could be a gathering that you will be invited to. You will be sitting, I'm hearing you will be sitting on a new table, okay? May that be concerning work. May that be concerning you getting invited to an interview. Or may that be concerning new people in your friend circle that you will be sitting on a table with, okay? For a lot of you guys, this is also, for a lot of you guys, this is also connected to you falling in love unexpectedly. For a lot of you guys, you're gonna be in love, okay? You're gonna fall in love very unexpectedly. Okay, because we have the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups always talks about self-love. It does talk about new love. It does talk about new connections, okay? And we have the Emperor here. If I look at those two cards, what I'm picking up here is an unexpected change in your plans because of love. Okay, there's an energy of like, and I'm being brought again to that scene in Sex and the City. She did not plan to move to Paris, right? But then she met a man and she fell in love with him and it felt right to go there. That's how there was a plot twist in her plans. Maybe she planned to live in New York City for the rest of her life. But then she met the love of her life and there was a big twist in the plan here, okay? That's what it feels like. It doesn't have to be the love of your life. For a lot of you guys it is. For others of you, this could be your plans changing because of a deep, deep connection or a deep, deep friendship. But it feels like a new friendship, okay? For some of you guys, I'm also picking up, this is just for somebody particular here. I'm picking up that you will be favored. Number one, I'm picking up here, for some of you guys, you will unexpectedly be favored at an interview. Again, there's something about you think that you cannot compete with other people, but it is pertaining to work, okay? There's something about, there's so much competition. I don't know if I would get the job, I don't know if I would get the apartment, but it is mostly pertaining to work, okay? Or finances. But for some of you guys, this could be an apartment in case you're looking for one right now. And I'm picking up the energy, there's so much competition around you. This could also be business, so apply to your situation as it fits. Something about there's a lot of competition, or I don't know if I would be good enough to stand out in the crowd to the point where I have my financial breakthrough, or to the point where I finally have a breakthrough where I find the strong stability that I have been looking for, or my way out of poverty, my way out of, you know, like kind of like a little bit above the poverty how do you say that, poverty line, or like, you know what I mean, like pinching every penny, or like a financial pinch of some sort, how to get out of it. And you would need to stand out in the crowd to get the job, to get the bonus, to go viral, for your business to boom. You would have to somehow stand out, right, when it comes to competition, like other businesses, other companies. And what I'm picking up here is there's an energy of, I'm picking up for some of you guys, you will get a shout out by a big person in case you are on social media. There's something about like a shout out by a big person, or somebody will talk about you, okay, that has like a big following, and that will be like your big breakthrough when it comes to your business. Or somebody will, you know, like talk about your company, your online business, very, very positively, to the point where they bring new clients to you. But it feels like it's a person that has like a huge influence, so they might have like a lot of followers and stuff like that. For others of you, if it's not pertaining social media and online business, this might be an energy where you will have like a really good conversation or a really good connection to your boss, okay, or your soon-to-be boss, to the point where they choose you over the other people. There might even be an energy where you are less qualified for that job, but because your boss or the people that interview really, really like you, or really, really like your attitude, really, really like your energy, is the reason why you will be chosen, or why you will be favored to get the job or to get the bonus. So this might not even be like you are super duper talented, but the boss will feel connected to you, or the person that is interviewing you will feel so connected to you, to the point where they choose you for that job, for that bonus, or whatever it is, okay? I'm also picking up here, somebody might be falling in love with their boss, or there might be an unexpected romance at work, okay? Something about falling in love at work, unexpected romance at work. You might unexpectedly find out that a boss or a manager is like in love with you, or has a crush on you, okay? Or you and your boss, you will fall in love with each other, because I'm being brought to the song Miss Independent by Ne-Yo. And I think she was the boss in the company, and he had a crush on her, if I'm not mistaken. Or she was like the team leader in that music video. So there might be romance at work, or romance with a boss, romance with a person that is like of high social status. There might be a manager, or there might be like a really good conversation that you will have at a job interview with the person that interviews you, with the recruiter, with the manager, to the point where they choose you for that job, okay? Again, there's a lot coming through here. I'm also picking up the energy, if you felt like really, really isolated, and you felt like you're really lacking deep connections, or you're lacking love, I'm picking up the energy that you will soon see that a lot of like, I'm being brought to like extremes. I'm picking up the energy of like somebody who's super duper isolated, who doesn't really have friends, or who's not really going out much, or who feels a lack of love. Specifically when it comes to, you know, I've been single for years, I would love to experience what it feels like to be in love and stuff like that, is what I'm picking up here. And I'm picking up you're going from one extreme to the other. So when you felt isolated, or when you felt like you don't have friends, the pendulum now swings. I don't know why I said pendulum. For some of you guys, you might have a pendulum. If you do, that's your confirmation that this is your reading, because I'm seeing like the pendulum is swinging to the other extreme, where a lot of people will want to, you know, like you will notice that a lot of people will come to you all of a sudden. A lot of people want to be friends with you. You're gonna get a lot of invitations, or a lot of new people will be approaching you. There's like a switch of like, I was isolated, I was never invited to any parties, I couldn't find new friends, to the other extreme of like, now I am, you know, like showered with people wanting to be friends with me. People randomly talk to me, people randomly ask me, you know, like questions. Like there's something about people, like a lot of people coming to you, and it's almost as if like now you have to decide who you go out with, because there's 3 people asking you on the same day to do something with them. That's what it feels like, okay? again, from one extreme to the other, from no plans for the weekend to so many plans for the weekend that you have to like look at your time calendar, that you meet with that person you know, like for 3 hours and with that person for 5 hours, and then in the evening you're going there because you love all of them or you really like all of these people, and you somehow have to find a way to kind of like, you know, put them in your time schedule is what I'm picking up here, okay? And again, for others of you, you are going to outshine some type of competition here that is going to surprise you because you thought you're not qualified enough or you're not special enough, but you're gonna see like the unexpected energy is that you are outshining competition that you never thought you would outshine, or like beating competition but you thought you don't have a chance to beat that competition. Does that make sense? Okay guys, I want to get one more card for the Ace of Cups here. Okay, Spirit, what is the Ace of Cups and the Emperor about? We have the Four of Swords here. What's the Ace of Cups and the Emperor about here? Yeah, there's something about, I don't know how to explain that energy, but what it feels like to me is, this could be pertaining to love or work or finding an apartment. There's like a lot of people want that job, want that man, want that opportunity, but you get it. That's what I'm hearing. You know, like it's almost this energy of like, you know what, I'm gonna give up. They're not gonna take me, or I'm nothing special, or I'm just gonna chill because I don't even feel like competing. There's this energy of like, people competing for like an opportunity, people competing for a man or for a woman, to be honest with you, because the Ace of Cups is definitely like pertaining to, yeah, there's something about people were competing for that man or that woman. Okay, I'm being brought to like, you know, like a new manager or a new boss coming into the company. He's super duper handsome, or this lady is really, really beautiful. You know, like she's in a leader role position. And everybody's like, oh my God, did you see, you know, like that new manager, or did you see that new team leader and stuff like that? And everybody's like, oh my God, he's so handsome, or oh my God, she's so sexy, she looks so good, she always smells good. And people are like, yeah, I'm being brought to like people have an eye on a person in a company. Again, this is just metaphorically speaking. For some of you guys, it might be quite literally, okay? And they're like, oh my God, he's so good looking. And everybody wants to get this man's attention, okay? So they're coming to work like, hello, da-da-da-da. Yeah, and this was also the storyline in Miss Independent, you know, like in Neo. Because like all these girls in, or all these ladies in that company wanted Neo's attention, but he had his eyes on this lady. Okay, there's something about you don't even feel like you want to compete for something because you feel like they're not going to take you, or this energy of like, oh, I can see that this man, like a lot of women look at him and I don't even want to bother to even try to get his attention, but you will naturally get somebody's attention. There's something about where other people compete for somebody's attention, may that be work or love or even friendship. You naturally get this woman's attention, but you didn't compete in the first place. You told yourself, fuck it, you know what, I don't want to compete, I don't like competing, I don't even want to bother. And then this man that everybody competes for, again, take it how it resonates, or this woman that everybody competes for, she or he has his eyes on you, and you didn't compete at all because you told yourself, you know what, I'm done with this bullshit, like I'm not competing for anything, either they take me or they don't. But you told yourself they're not going to take you because you're not putting in the effort, or you're not competing. So there's something about you're naturally being chosen, or you're naturally getting somebody's attention that is of high social status. While other people are competing for the attention, you get it very naturally. You're not doing anything because you don't want to compete. This is what I'm picking up here. Let me get one more card. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Yeah, I'm hearing you're outshining competition somehow. Okay. the achievement with the, yeah, look at that, in the Four of Wands here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm also being brought to, like, if somebody has like their online business, a lot of people are like very pretentious to get their business to thrive. So they do a lot of extra stuff. And you're like, you know what? They have such a good quality, like their advertisement is freaking amazing. And you know, like I'm not even bothered, I'm not gonna bother competing with somebody who has like so much money to invest into like a super duper nice advertisement. I'm just gonna do my own thing over here. But people will be drawn to your business because you're very natural, or your energy is very authentic and very natural, which is the reason why people will gravitate more towards you than this fake pretentious energy. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter in which area in your life this pertains to. There's something about, because you stay natural, because you stay authentic, okay, because you don't bother competing, is the reason why you naturally attract somebody or something to you, whereas other people did too much. You know, they did too much, which turned the other person off, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see, why is the Nine of Cups and the Five of Coins here? Why is that energy here? Yeah, for some of you guys, this is really pertaining to like, I wish I had friends, where I wish I had that special somebody. It doesn't have to be the love of your life. Also that special somebody in a friendship, that the person that you would call your soulmate or your sister or your brother, because you guys are so connected to each other. Okay, the unexpected energy again is that you will have company around you. Okay, people are naturally drawn to you. That's what it feels like. The unexpected energy is you will have company around you, or new company around you. Okay, you will have new company around you, new people around you. And I'm hearing, and you will feel loved. For some of you guys, there might also be an unexpected pregnancy, or somebody's going to announce that they are pregnant, and it happens very unexpectedly. Okay. And with the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands, this could really be, this feels like a new, either a new apartment or a new relationship. May that be platonic or romantic. What you don't see coming is, again, that before you have your big breakthrough when it comes to your finances, whatever the heck that means to you, you will have a big breakthrough when it comes to networking, new company, new friends, and potentially a new relationship. Okay, because I'm seeing that here as well. Somebody's going to fall in love here, or there's a new relationship in the air. Let me get one last card. Why is the Four of Wands here? And I'm also hearing there's going to be a change in your plans because of love, because you fell in love with somebody. Okay, or because of a really, really beautiful, loving friendship. There's going to be changes in your plans. You know, like you plan to move to a different city, but then you're staying. You plan to stay in the city, but then you're moving. That's what it feels like. Okay, one more card for the Four of Wands. What's that energy about? We have the Page of Pentacles here. It's interesting because we have the Page of Pentacles here twice. This feels like a message. Yeah, it's like a message that you will be celebrating, because that message makes you feel either like it feels like a message that makes you feel, I'm trying to find the right word, like at home or safe. It feels like you will find, yeah, but there's also this energy of like you will find out that somebody wants to work with you, or you will find out that somebody has a crush on you, and this person that has a crush on you is somebody that people really, really want to have. So this is like a woman or a man that is highly desirable. Okay, And you will find out that this man or this woman or this recruiter chose you or is attracted to you or has a crush on you. Yeah, look at that, the Emperor here on the bottom of the deck. That's the guy or the girl or the lady here. Yeah, look at that. And we have the Queen of Swords. So it almost feels like the Emperor wants to work with you. Do you see that here? This is like a man or a woman of high social status. They have power and they're reaching their hand out to you, where the other people are competing. That's a very interesting storyline, to be honest with you. Let's see, what is the Page of Pentacles about here? What's the Page of Pentacles about here? I'm also hearing for some of you guys, what will happen unexpectedly in your life is that you have a shitty ass day. You have like a really bad day, but that bad day turns out to be one of the most beautiful days. So you already have like, I'm hearing you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. So the day is not going as you planned. We talked about it. Or you're not feeling your best, but on that day you're being approached or you're getting a message that is going to make you freaking happy, okay? Or you're getting approached by a person that it feels good to talk to that person, and then there is either love and romance being born out of that conversation, out of that eye contact, or like a strong friendship, a new friendship, or a new job, or a better one. Or you're getting the apartment, whatever it is, okay? Ooh, I told you. Let me get one more. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Exactly. Okay, listen. Pile number 1. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. While you thought that affirmation doesn't work, that vision board has been hanging there for years and nothing happened. So I don't believe in my vision board anymore. I don't believe in crystals. I don't believe in affirmations. I don't believe in tarot readings. Whatever you have been thinking about where you kind of lost your belief. I don't believe I will get that job. I don't believe I will find friends. You know, I'm done with it. You know, I just accept that I don't have friends and that's it. Boy, oh boy, are you going to be surprised? Boy, oh boy, are you going to be surprised? Okay, I'm picking up the energy here. What is happening very unexpectedly with the succulent and the resilience card? I'm picking up the energy. You have been really trying hard to manifest something, to manifest financial abundance, or you have been you've been trying. I'm hearing you've been trying really hard to do something or to get somewhere. And at some point you're going to tell yourself, I don't have energy anymore. I just need a breather. I don't want to manifest. I don't want to... I just need a break is what I'm hearing. I just need a break. I don't want to focus on getting to that goal, you know, because I've been doing that for years. I've been, you know, like I've been on a dating app for years, for example, and I just want to, you know, breathe, you know. I don't want to go on dates that turn out to be meaningless, or I just don't want to try anymore. That's what I'm picking up the energy of, like, you don't want to try anymore. Like, you know what? Let me be, leave me alone. I don't want to try anymore. I just want to be here. I accept my fate. I accept that I will not find my love. I will accept that I will not find my friends or like new friends. I accept I'm not getting this job, and boom, it comes in. That's what I'm hearing, okay? I'm hearing you're gonna be so fed up that you're just gonna fuck it. That fuck it attitude, like, you know what? I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be here. I accept my faith. And then boom, plot twist. And that's what it feels like, okay? Because we have the Tower here. And 7 of Pentacles is somebody who's really patient and really waiting. And I'm picking up this energy of, like, I don't want to be patient anymore. I just want to be here. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to compete. I don't want to try hard. I just want to be here. Okay, I don't want to think about it. Let me just breathe. I just want to drink my coffee. I do not want to think about how I'm going to convince my boss to give me that bonus. I'm not. Boom, it comes in. That's what it feels like. Look at that, the tower. I'm saying boom for a reason. Okay? It's like, nah, I'm done. And here it comes. There's an energy of like, you're gonna find yourself deeply surrendering because you've been patient for a long time, but it's kind of like you're letting it go. Like, you know what, I'm letting it go. I'm not even gonna try to compete. Let me just be here. I just want to eat my breakfast. I just want to, you know, get my perfume, go into the town, get my perfume and drive home. I'm done. Boom! It comes in, okay? Whatever that it is. Okay, my beautiful pie number 1. That was a beautiful reading. I love you guys. I'm going to see my next one and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 2. So you chose this beautiful pencil that I got from Greece, from an island in Greece. Let's find out. Let's dive into your reading. What is the unexpected that is coming to you that is going to surprise you? If you're new to my channel, I usually channel the energy first and then we're going to look at the cards together, okay? So give me a moment here. I'm picking up the energy. Oh, interesting. Your reading is going to be interesting, okay? I'm excited. So I'm picking up the energy here, and take what resonates because there's a lot coming through. It's a lot of you guys watching, so filter it out. I'm picking up the energy for some of you guys. You have been waking up at a very random time at night, or something about, for some of you guys, you have been looking at the clock, or you've been seeing a particular angel number over and over and over again as if it is hunting you. For others of you, I'm picking up the energy that you recently wake up at a very weird time or just during the night. For example, because Spirit brings me to, today I woke up in the morning at 4:44, like 4 o'clock in the morning, 44. This is what I'm picking up here. There's something about you might have woken up at a particular time at night. This could be it's always the same number on the clock, or multiple numbers, or it's always around 3 or 4 o'clock. And what Spirit is saying, they want you to look up the number that you see when you wake up randomly at night, okay? It means something, okay? I'm also being brought to a dream that some of you guys will unexpectedly have, where there is a particular number that will come through to you, or a particular month. So for a lot of you guys, you already, excuse me, there's a hair in my mouth. For some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy. What unexpectedly will happen is you had a dream about a specific month or a specific season. Let's say you had a dream that played out in winter season, or you heard even the month in the dream. For some of you guys, this might be a dream that will be coming to you. For others of you, you already had that dream, okay? And it feels like you thought this was just a dream. It was only just a dream. So you might have forgotten about that dream, or you didn't think too much about that dream. I'm being brought again to either a specific season that you saw. For example, you saw autumn season in that dream, or you will be seeing autumn season, winter season, summer season in that dream. Okay, and there's something particular happening in your dream in that season, or it could be a particular month. That Spirit will come to you in a dream and just show you the month February. And you're like, okay, what is that supposed to mean? What about February? It is somehow tied to what will be coming to you, okay? It's somehow tied to the unexpected. I'm also being brought to a story that my sister told me about a lady who received a very weird number code, or like numbers in her dreams, and she didn't believe that those numbers meant something. this lady told another lady about, I had this dream. There was like an angel or like something from higher up coming to me and showing me these numbers. I don't know what they mean. And the other lady said, maybe it's for the lottery, or maybe you should go get a lottery ticket or like a scratch, something about like, where you scratch off, and where you scratch the card and then you see like the code. And then you have to enter the code and see if you won something. Okay, that's what it feels like. For some of you guys, you will unexpectedly win something. This might be small, this might be big. Okay, so there's an energy of like numbers and what those numbers mean, or months or seasons and what they specifically mean. Okay, so this lady told the other lady about the numbers that she's seen, and it's interesting because you have the pen here. The lady told the other lady, so I see these numbers in my dream. The other lady says, well, maybe you should go get a lottery ticket and try out. The lady that got the vision is like, nah, I don't believe in that. But the other lady just took her chance. Yeah, there's something about taking a chance and doing something that would turn out to be lucky, or you will be lucky by trying something out. Okay, so she took her pen, wrote the numbers down, went to get a lottery ticket or to enter the numbers, and the numbers were correct. The lady won money. That's what it feels like here with you guys. So there might be an energy where some of you guys, you will be winning money, or you might unexpectedly win money or win a prize. Okay. For some of you guys, you might also be winning an award depending on what is going on in your life. For others of you, I'm also picking up here, you will unexpectedly find money. So if it's not winning, there could be an energy of unexpectedly finding money. I'm being brought to like somebody who lost something, or I'm being brought to like a person who, for example, lost their keys. And there's this energy of like, this person would, make an announcement, hey, if somebody finds my key, I will give you 200 euros, $200. And you will be the lucky one to find that key and bring it back to its owner. And then you get like a reward for being honest and giving that belonging, that object back to the person that lost it. Okay. There could also be a conversation that you will have. For example, somebody dropped something, you see it, you take the object and you run after this person, hey, you lost something. And again, this person is like, oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. They might give you a reward, or there might be a conversation starting between you and the other person. And this seems to be your lucky day. Through that conversation, it feels like through networking, there's a lucky event coming to you. Or again, for others of you, this definitely feels like a spirit guide or an angel that is leading you to luck, but this luck is pertaining your finances. So I'm also being brought, for some of you guys, you might unexpectedly have more money on your bank account than you thought. Or there's an energy of, you thought you would have to pay more than you actually have. Because I'm seeing somebody like scratching their money together for like a bill, because you already know that letter will come, I will have to pay this bill. And you have a specific amount in your head about that bill, but the bill will be less than you thought. Does that make sense? So you will have a little bit more money for yourself that you didn't expect. That's what it feels like here. Okay, there's something about numbers, something about a strong force, a strong energy of like a spirit guide that is leading you to like some type of like lucky event. There's definitely something about, this is my lucky day, whatever or however this will turn out or play out in your life. If some of you guys are working with numbers, because I'm being brought to like somebody out here super duper psychic that is watching me right now, and your spirit guides give you hints about days that will be important, or months that will be important, or they give you like a sequence of numbers that mean something, and you know what it means. For example, my spirit guides, they do come through and show me that particular day is going to be important, or that particular number is important. There's something about a particular number that is going to be important. Okay, that, or like a number sequence or a dream that shows you a number, a month, or a vision. It feels like you will unexpectedly receive a vision that shows you where the money lies, to be honest with you, okay? Something like that. The energy with you guys is very, very intense. It's a strong energy of luck in the air. Yeah, and there's also something about confirmation. So for some of you guys, if you again work with numbers, or your spirit guides talk to you about certain days in the month, or certain, you have like a communication with spirit where they show you months, days, or number sequences, and you work with numbers, or you understand numbers, you know, like numbers that look super duper random to other people, but you know exactly what it is about. For example, on a plate of a car, it shows the number 10, and the 10 would mean October. And then it shows 10 and then 22. So the 22nd of October. This is what it feels like, okay? If some of you guys, you work with that type of energy, you will be surprised because you already knew that day would be special because your spirit guides told you about it. And that's the unexpected. Okay? I'm being brought to, for some of you guys, there's also some type of very intense confirmation that you will receive that is going to be unexpected. For example, you had a thought or a gut feeling, or your intuition told you about something, and the universe will come through and give you a confirmation that your intuition is correct, and you're going to be like, whoa, I just had this thought for like a few seconds, and I wasn't sure if I'm just, you know, like if it's just my imagination or if it's really like a download. It is a download, and you were correct. And they will show you that you were correct. Okay, now let's look at the cards. Pile number 2. That's interesting. Yeah, because with the pen, I'm picking up the energy that for some of you guys, you might be waking up in the middle of the night or after a very vivid dream, and you will write something down because it's like important information. Okay, important, you will write important information down, or you will write down numbers that mean something and you understand what they mean. And I'm also being brought to somebody writing down their number. There's something about writing. Somebody will write down their number, you call, and it's your lucky day of some sort. Or like a poster. Hey, I lost my key. If you found it, bring it to me. Oh, why am I rhyming? Why did it rhyme? And then there's like a reward for that, like $100 or something along those lines. Okay, that's what it feels like. Something about writing something down or something written that means something specific here. Let me show you the cards now. So we have here angel numbers. It says confirmation. It also says 12/12, so December might be an important, oh interesting, okay, so important dates might be the 12th of December or December in general. I'm also seeing here the 20th of October. Somebody might have had their birthday on the 1st of September, and I'm also seeing here the 11th of November. Okay, for some of you guys, if you want to write those dates down, write those dates down because they might be connected to the unexpected energy here, okay? Because I do work with numbers a lot. And it's interesting because I'm also being brought to like a tax refund, or you thought you would have to pay more taxes than you actually do. And you put the money away for the taxes, but it's less. So you have more money than you expected to just spare or do whatever. Okay. For some of you guys, if you want to stop the reading here and write those numbers down, or maybe some of those numbers mean something to you. I'm also being brought to like, this is like a very interesting message that is coming through. I'm also picking up here, for some of you guys, you wanted to go on vacation, but the hotel that you wanted to go to for example, shows $600, 600 euros for like a week. And you're like, man, that's so expensive, but I want to go to that hotel. And then like you wake up in the middle of the night randomly, and then you go on that same website again, and they dropped the price to 400 euros or 400 bucks. That's what it feels like here with you guys. And it's kind of like a bargain. For some of you guys, this might also be pertaining a bargain here. Okay, or like a special offer. Yeah, I'm being brought to like a special offer of some sort. So you expected to pay $600 for that hotel, but they have a special offer, and then all of a sudden it's 400 euros. Okay, that's what it feels like here. So we have power lines, energy, we have coins, good luck. Okay, for some of you guys, you might be connected to pile number 1. If you felt undecisive, I would also watch pile number 1, because pile number 1's reading was, or the object for pile number 1 was the coin, right? That would make sense here with your cards. Let's see. We also have here Malika of coins, which is the Queen of coins. We have the 4 of coins, and we have the star card here. There's something going on when it comes to money. Okay, may that be money coming to you out of nowhere, a bill being less than you thought, a special offer, a reward financially, money-wise, more money on your bank account than you thought. Okay, a vision where you will receive like an idea or like a hint, a number, a date, a month. That is very important when it comes to your luck, or when it comes to you manifesting money. Interesting, I said the 10th, the 22nd of October, just randomly. And I didn't look at the card, but the card here says 10. Okay, we are in October. There's something about, there's an unexpected event taking place that is somehow connected to numbers, somehow connected to number sequences, or I mean, numbers could also mean like something is going to be different in a written document, and it's less than you thought, something along those lines here. Okay, we also have the Sun of Coins, and if I look at this card, for me this feels like the universe is like dangling like an opportunity to make money, or dangling like money in front of you. There's something about, hey, here's the money. I don't know what that means to you, okay? Or hey, now you know when there's money coming to you. I don't know, I'm hearing, hey, here's the money. Or like they're dangling something in front of you, so they're making it easy for you to manifest money. Okay, don't know what the heck that means. We have the Princess of Wands, which is usually a person who, yeah, and this is the risk taker here. Oh, I didn't even see that my candle is not on. Excuse me. Hold on, guys. I just had to change or help this candle. Okay, to be lit again. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing there is something that will catch your attention, and it is not random. Okay, there's something that is going to catch your attention, and you feel like it is random, but it is not. Something about, oh, I thought this was just a random number. I thought this was just a random dream. I thought this was just, like a random message, but it is not. It's a prediction. It is an opportunity to manifest money of some sort, or like good luck. Something about good luck. Okay, good luck with a vision, an idea, or something that you're drawn to for no reason. Yeah, and it's interesting because I told you that in the beginning where I channeled your messages, there was something about something will be rewarding you for helping them. Yeah, your spirit guides are here. So it is a strong message of you help somebody and this person's going to reward you. Something about, because I had to help the candle, and I don't know why I'm speaking like that, because the energy is coming through here. I said I had to help the candle to be lit again, or the candle needed a little bit of help. So now the candle is lit again. So there's something about you're going to help somebody, like you're either going to receive help, or you're going to help somebody, but it turns out to be your lucky day because that person will somehow reward you. Or this might even be like a person who's financially abundant to the point where I'm hearing you did something good for me, now I'm doing something good for you. So there's something about somebody out here will help another person very randomly, and this person will come to you, and it's kind of like your lucky day because that person is important, because we have Malika of Coins here. So the Queen of Pentacles, it feels like it might be a person that is important or a person that is financially well off, and because you help that person, they might be coming to you and giving you a reward for helping them. Or this could be the universe seeing, there's this energy of like, we see that instead of taking the money for yourself, you gave the money, or like, you know, let's say somebody loses their wallet and you see it, and you could take the wallet with you and just take the money, but because you gave this person the wallet back is the reason why you have like good karma, and the universe is coming through here. So that was, wow, that's interesting. It feels like a test. Do you take the dirty money, or do you take the money that comes from angels, or like the angelic? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you take the dirty money, or do you take the dirty route of not saying or telling this person they lost their wallet? Or do you show your good heart in that situation and rely on good karma? Or there's something about good karma coming in because you made the right decision to help somebody, okay? Or to do the right thing here, okay? Guys, if you hear weird noises, my neighbors, please pray for me that they're finally done with their renovation. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, it feels like they're wrestling up there, or they might be having like a couch and they just, you know, pull the couch up and let it fall, and then boom, you know, I don't know. These noises, do you hear that? Sorry guys, I had to pause. The noises are super duper loud. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands here, okay, as well as the Hermit. Yeah, and the Hermit is usually, for me, the Hermit always finds something on their way. Okay, we have the Hermit, we have the Four of Coins. Okay, it feels like a financial pinch here, but is it really? Because there might be something, the unexpected. So a financial pinch turns out not to be a financial pinch because you calculated something wrong, but it was a good wrong calculation because there's more money available for you. We have the Ace of Wands here. This is definitely like a vision here that you will be getting through your dreams, or some type of like the universe is helping you with like a sign, an angel number, okay, that is leading you. Look at that. Look at those two cards, how they came out. So that card says good luck, and there's money right on the floor. And look at that. Here's the star, and the star is showing like a way. Do you see that here? And then she ends up at this lucky place with these two coins. That's what it feels like. You're somehow guided to a financially abundant place, or a financially abundant person that will reward you, or something about a number sequence that will come through here, because we have the Six of Pentacles here, if you can see that. And we also have the Four of Coins, and they both have like a treasure or like a box here, and here the box is closed and here the box is open. Okay, so the unexpected energy that might be coming to you is connected to, this is somehow connected to you cracking a code. I don't know what the heck is going on here, to be honest with you. It feels like cracking a code, or cracking the code when it comes to manifesting money, or cracking some type of code when it comes to numbers, or I don't know. Something is going on here. Something about cracking a code, or the treasure box, or this treasure that was once closed, it's now open, as if you have the key to open it. So there's an unexpected energy of like you unexpectedly, and we talked about the key, that you find a key and you give it back to the person. Something about you will have an unexpected key in your hands to open something here. And you're opening you're opening this box and it's like your lucky day. Something about a box. For some of you guys, I'm also hearing you might be getting like somebody's gonna hand something down to you. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like, you might even find like a gold chain on the floor and you think, oh, it's just a gold chain. But then when you go to that, I don't know what you call that, like that store that tells you how much something is worth. So you thought that gold chain is just a regular gold chain, or you didn't even believe it's a real gold chain. But then it turns out to be like the worth of the gold chain is like 800 euros or 800 bucks. Because the interesting thing is, if I look at this card, this reminds me of, I was talking to a guy. I was just getting a drink and he was looking at my coin. Okay, he was looking at my coin. I gave him like, you know, money for the drink. He was looking at my coin and then I said, is something wrong? And then he said, no, I'm collecting coins. And I was like, wow, interesting. So where do you find those coins? And then he told me one time he found a coin on the floor. He was smoking. He found a coin on the floor and he found out that the coin on the floor was, he said that it was worth 800 euros or something like that, because I live in Europe. That's what it feels like. I don't know what the heck is going on with you guys, but that's an interesting reading here. Okay, so you will be finding something, but it's like something is worth more than you thought, or a bill is less than you thought. But there's also strong emphasis here on a new idea or a new way, or I'm even being brought to like somebody, like you usually go the same route. You usually drive the same route to a specific place, but you choose to drive a different route to that place, and that different route brings you to some type of lucky event. Does that make sense? It's like you're usually driving, you know, from A to B, but then you decide to drive from A to C and then to B. Okay. And then you explore like a new corner in your city and there's something going on. There's something up here. This is freaking beautiful. I love that energy. I'm gonna get a few more cards here for the Star and the Ace of Wands. Okay. That's interesting. Do you see how I'm like thinking? Okay. Spirit, can you tell me what the Star or the good luck, the Star and the Ace of Wands is about? What's that energy about? The Ten of Wands. Picking up, you're gonna explore something like a place, or you're gonna drive a different route than usual. And I'm hearing, and here's the money, or here's your good luck. What the heck does that mean? Okay, and these two people look the same. The Hermit and the Ten of Wands. It's like they're exploring maybe like unknown territory, but this unknown territory is where your luck lies, or where there's abundance, or where you find the key to, I'm hearing a treasure chest, or like a golden opportunity. Huh. What is the good luck about here? What's the good luck about here? I'm also hearing somebody's birthday was on the 10th of October. Okay. Just a confirmation that this is your... And it says, I don't know, fuck. What's going on here? Look at that, yeah. Because the receipt says the spot. So you will end up at a spot, at a place, and you're at the right place at the right time because there's a lucky event. Okay. And the card also says 272 Serendipity Boulevard, New York. The 7th of October could also be significant. I'm telling you, there's something going on here, pile number 2. So pay attention to like number sequences of some sort. Something is going on here. Okay. Why is the coin or the good luck energy here? What's that tied to? The Sun card. You are kidding me. I'm hearing you're walking right into your... I'm hearing pile number 2, you're walking, again, being at the right place at the right time. Look at that. Or you're walking right into luck. The Sun card. We have the Star and the Sun card. Okay. One more. Yeah, I'm also hearing what you saw in a dream, you know, because the Star card brings me to like moon energy. So what you saw in a dream when the stars are out or when the stars are shining, then you will see it a second time, but during daylight. So then it is real. Does that make sense? So what you saw as a vision in your dreams when the stars were shining as an illusion, but then you wake up, the sun is shining, and then the scenario is playing out a second time, but now it is real and the sun is out. I'm also being brought, pay attention to things that you see 2 times. So you see a turtle, okay, I saw a turtle. But then you see another turtle, okay, I saw the turtle the second time today. It means something. Okay. Let's see. Oopala. Yeah, we have the Tower. God damn it, what the heck is going on here? And then we have the lightning, the thunder. But in that case, this is like unexpectedly walking into one of the biggest opportunities in your life, or like a super duper lucky day. Look at that, you are discovering. I'm also hearing if you wear a lucky charm. If you wear a lucky charm, you are attracting luck. So there's something about if you wear a lucky charm, that your lucky charm is, you know, like you're attracting luck. Or you will look at your lucky charm and think to yourself, this lucky charm is really bringing me luck. Okay, one more. Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's something about a confirmation, a vision, number sequences proven to show you your way to some type of abundance, good luck, a reward, money, winning money, finding money, manifesting money. For some of you guys, this money even might come out of nowhere, okay? Let's see, why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here? Yeah, I'm hearing your brain. There's something about your brain, or you pick up a future energy in the air, but I'm also hearing the future is here or near. What in the world is going on here? It feels like I'm also hearing your brain works faster than time. Okay, so you pick up stuff that is further down the line, but again, there's something about, oh, I don't know if I'm right. You are right. You will have confirmation for, because you saw, yeah, it feels like you traveled, or you're traveling to the future in your dreams. Okay, but I'm hearing the future is here. This might even be that you're gonna remember a dream from 2 years ago and it is happening now. Okay, why is the Hermit here? Knight of Pentacles. I'm also hearing where there's fire, there's smoke. So something is up in the air, and I pick up the energy that you already felt it, that something is going on. Okay, why is the Hermit here, or the angel numbers? Yeah, I'm also hearing stop and stare. Stop and stare. So you will look at something, and it feels like as you look at this number sequence, as you write that dream down, you're traveling, your mind is traveling to the future. Okay, or there might be information coming to you about the future. This is the unexpected, that you will know something that will happen 3 months from now. Okay. Yeah, this might be something in your dreams here. Okay, and I'm picking up the energy. You didn't understand that dream. You will. Yeah, I'm also hearing something that you've been worried about, specifically when it comes to bills, numbers, paying certain things. It's gonna go better than you think. In fact, you're gonna feel super lucky in that case. But this is also talking about karma here, because we have the Justice card here. So if some of you guys have been worried about taxes, legal documents, it's not as bad as you think. The unexpected is, in fact, it looks freaking good, okay? Or it looks, it's okay, it's fine. So you've been worried for no reason, I'm hearing. There's the Hermit here and the Malika of Coins. What is that about? You will also unexpectedly have the urge to go somewhere very soon. Okay, pay attention to your receipts. I'm hearing pay attention to everything. Something is up in the air, to be honest with you. The energy is very intense in your case. There's something huge up in the air. Okay. And I'm also hearing you will, the unexpected energy is how strong your intuition is. And we also have a tarot reading here. Do you see that as well? Some of you guys lay your own cards, or you work with a pendulum, or you work with some divination tools. You will be shocked that you are right. It might be connected to a new energy entering your life, or like an idea. Okay. Yeah, it's looking into the future, or how an idea or something that you start, you already know it will bring good luck to you, but you're getting confirmation for that. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's something about a new way, a new vision, a new dream, a new idea, a new business. Or you will also unexpectedly receive new communication. Now, this communication feels like it's from your spirit guides and your angels, but they would talk to you differently now. There's a change in how they talk to you. It's a level up. So when they have been talking to you with like tarot readings, they're now talking to you in number sequences, or they're now talking to you because you're starting to get visions while you meditate, or while you just look up into the sky. Okay, there might also be unexpected communication from your spirit guides, or the way that they communicate to you is differently than is more different than usual. So they would talk to you through numbers, months, in visions of some sort, or through urges instead of, for example, tarot readings or astrology of some sort. I'm hearing there's an addition to how they talk to you. Okay. Whoa. If this is not a freaking cool reading, like me as a reader, I love to play Sherlock Holmes and find out what it is about. So I really enjoyed that reading, okay? I mean, I don't know what it is, but it feels like, I'm hearing it's gonna feel like a movie, or you're gonna feel like you are in a movie. The way this is all connected. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I hope you guys like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it. I love you guys. I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. So you chose this beautiful shell here. Let's find out, what is the unexpected? What is coming your way? Okay. Unexpected changes that are coming to you. Yes, I had to change the candle because the other candle wouldn't burn anymore. I'm gonna channel the energy first, and then we're gonna look at the cards together, okay? So with you guys, I felt pain, okay? I felt like crying looking at your cards. So for some of you guys, you recently cried, okay? Or you recently cried more than usual. I'm picking up the energy for some of you guys that you recently lost a loved one, like a loved one crossed over to the other side. My condolences, because I can feel your pain. Okay, I'm picking up the energy that somebody out here that is watching lost a family member or lost somebody that was near and dear to their heart. May that be in a relationship, may that be quite literally this person departing or crossing over, okay? For others of you, you might have lost, somebody walked away from you. This could be a friendship, a relationship here, okay? Or you had like a huge fallout in your family, or you felt like a lot of pain tied to losing somebody or something, okay? Your energy is gonna be intense today. So I'm picking up like pain. If it's not you're losing somebody or something, you just felt like a little bit more in a depressive state, or again, you felt a little bit, or you're feeling right now a little bit under the weather, a little bit sad, a little bit like hopeless, or I'm hearing your faith has been a little less than usual for somebody out here, okay? I'm picking up here for somebody. There was also a person that said something to you that really hurt you. For others of you, you're coming to the conclusion that you want to say goodbye to a relationship, or somebody had a breakup here, or like a huge conflict with somebody that you actually dearly love, okay? I'm also being brought to what is coming to you unexpectedly is how that pain or how that sadness somehow leads you to a very, very interesting place in your life. I'm hearing performing miracles. I'm hearing if somebody recently lost somebody in their family, or somebody that was near and dear to your heart, somebody that crossed over, I'm seeing here that your departed loved one will somehow perform a miracle in your life. I don't want to cry. You guys know, if you guys know me, I usually cry because I cannot hold back my tears. I'm a crybaby. I cry when I feel like crying. So for some of you guys, this might also be a sign. Spirit is saying just cry it out, or I'm hearing your tears are cleansing you, okay? Sometimes it's better to let the tears out than hold them back, because then you're releasing that energy, okay? So I'm hearing for some of you guys, in case somebody you lost somebody, I'm hearing that this departed loved one is going to perform a miracle in your life. We're going to tap into that in a second, because if I look at this card here, this looks like, again, a departed loved one crossing over. They saw the light, okay? They crossed over to the other side. And then I'm being brought to like those stories that people say, like, I lost somebody in my life, but I'm seeing butterflies everywhere, or I'm seeing signs of this person everywhere as if they're still with me energetically, you know? For others of you, if it's not somebody that you lost, you know, and that crossed over, I'm picking up the energy here that the unexpected energy that is coming to you is that the pain that you feel right now will also be the reason why you succeed, or why you will be able to perform a miracle in your life yourself. Okay, I'm being brought to like the movie scene that I actually posted on my community post, and it was Kung Fu Panda and Master Shifu. You know, I'm gonna link the movie scene down in the description box for you guys to look at it, okay? So there was Master Shifu, and he was meditating in a cave, and Po came, the dragon, what is he called? The dragon warrior, I believe. So Po came and he said, what are we gonna learn today? You know, I'm ready for everything. I want to learn something new. I'm the dragon warrior. And then Master Shifu said, the last lesson. It's interesting, yeah. Feels like there's something about the last lesson until a miracle takes place in your life. Okay. So Master Shifu said the last lesson for every warrior, every dragon warrior, every master is to find inner peace. And then Po said, how do I get there? Okay, for some of you guys, you might want to watch that movie. And for some of you guys, you recently watched that movie, so that is somehow connected to that reading. So Master Shifu said that the way he found peace, like he said, some people find peace because they meditate in a cave for 20 years without food and without water. And Po is, like a big bear, a big panda who loves food. Then he said, or, like I cannot meditate 20 years in a cave without food. I love food. And then he said, Master Shifu said, well, if not that, some people find inner peace to very intense pain and suffering. And then he said that he himself found peace on a day that felt like his worst day. And Master Shifu said because he found inner peace, there was like a drop falling from the cave. And usually when a drop falls into your hand, it just, how do you call that? It just melts in your palm. But Master Shifu was able to hold that little drop of water and then carry it kind of like a ball without it melting in his hands. And then Po said, how did you do that? That was like a little miracle that he performed because he found inner peace. And the whole movie is about how Po is in a situation with an opponent, and this opponent is like, the biggest opponent that he has to conquer. Okay, the biggest opponent that he has to conquer. And at some point he felt hopeless. He felt like there's no hope for me. I cannot do this. Like I cannot conquer this. I cannot conquer this opponent. So some of you guys, you might feel this energy of like, I cannot conquer that. Whatever this is that I'm feeling right now. And then again, for others of you, this is more tied to a departed loved one that will perform a miracle in your life and showing you that they are there, and it might happen very unexpectedly. So the whole movie is about Po trying to find inner peace, and it's really hard. He only finds inner peace at the end of the movie, and he performs a miracle and saves the whole town and saves Kung Fu in a moment where everybody thought, even his opponent thought, he won the war. And Po said, I'm not gonna give up in this moment. And he found inner peace in a moment that was freaking devastating. And in that moment he performed some type of miracle, something that is unexplainable. There's something about something unexplainable will happen in your life. May that be tied to a departed loved one that you recently lost. And they're going to perform some type of miracle in your life. And for others of you, through a very devastating, painful situation, you will find an inner peace that is so strong that you will perform some type of miracle. And when I say miracle, everybody has a different view of what a miracle is, but it is something that doesn't happen every day. It is something that is unexplainable, or something of higher energy, or like a huge change that happens overnight, or seems to happen overnight, or seeing something supernatural. Okay, let's look at the cards together here, and we're gonna dive a little bit deeper. So we have here tree. It says ancestry, family reunion, honoring our roots. For some of you guys, you might be finding something out about your departed loved one that you didn't know about them. Okay, that is going, and it's information that is somehow tied to you. It is somehow tied to you stepping into their, how do you say that, into their footprints, or stepping into somebody's footprints There's something about, you might find something out about a departed loved one, or like a spirit guide. They will tell you something about themselves, or they will, you know, like contact you and tell you something significant that will change your life in some shape or form. We also have bull's eye, focus. Okay, as well as lotus flower, enlightenment. So for a lot of you guys, the unexpected energy is a spiritual awakening that you will have that might be triggered through deep pain or deep sorrow. Okay. It is as if you are experiencing the dark side of pain, or the dark side of losing a person, which is tied to pain, right? But then there's also a brighter side. There's always yin and yang. So there's something about the darkness, or this dark moment is the beginning of a miracle, or the beginning of the light entering your life. Okay, there's something for a lot of you guys who will have like a deep spiritual awakening very, very soon, where a day that was filled with tears or with breaking down, or a day that felt like I don't want to cry. I'm hearing where you didn't know where to go with your emotions, would turn out to also be the day where an angel came to you, or a departed loved one came through, or where there's something about breaking down only for something new to be rebuilt. So this is going to be a day or a moment in your life that is painful. It feels like crying tears out of pain, but those tears turn into crying tears out of bliss, because it is somehow tied to some type of miracle, or to some type of like unexplainable beautiful event, supernatural occurrence, okay, that would take place in your life. We have the 4 of completion. Okay, it feels like the last lesson before you become a master yourself, or before you somehow become the master of your life, or you become the master of manifesting. There's something going on here. This pain is the catalyst for a huge miracle in your life. And again, for everybody, the definition miracle is different, right? So we have here the death card. Okay, as well as, I think that's temperance. I'm not quite, no, judgment. It's the judgment card. Okay, and then we also have the 4 of Sultan, which is the Emperor. We're going to dive now a little bit more into specifics here. We have the 5 of Swords. I'm hearing something that you thought would never change, changes, and that's going to be unexpected for you. We have the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Swords. There might even be an apology that will come through from a family member that you had a huge fallout with. Okay, this could be somebody that you didn't have contact with, or like it feels like an apology from somebody from your family, or the first time where you see eye to eye with a family member that you usually have a lot of disagreements with, or after a long time, like hugging each other. Because I'm also hearing your spiritual awakening also somehow influences your family members of some sort. Okay, there's something going on here. We have the 10 of Pentacles, so this is definitely connected to your family here, your roots. If it's not somebody that recently has passed, this might also be a departed spirit coming through here. Okay, and they're coming through when you need them the most, is what I'm hearing. The 2 of Wands. Okay, let's get a few more cards here. So for some of you guys, this could also be an apology from a person that you never thought you would get an apology from, but it is family, related to family, or somebody that you saw as family. For others of you, I'm picking up the energy of the unexpected change that is coming to you. Again, it is somehow tied to some type of miracle. Let me get a few more cards here. Pile number 3. You will see signs that a departed loved one is with you. Or again, a day that felt just devastating and you felt like giving up was the moment where the lioness or the lion is born inside of you, where the dragon warrior is born inside of you. I'm hearing the last lesson before everything changes. Even things that you thought would not change. Something about something that you thought wouldn't change is changing. Or where you lost hope that it would change. That's where the change takes place. Let's see, Spirit, what is the Death card about? What's the Death card about? The 3 of Pentacles. I actually want to change decks. Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles here. The Temperance, yeah. This is something very intense here. This is like... to me, this feels like a huge turning point, but spiritually. So you're moving to the next level spiritually. This reminds me of, like, I had so many of these moments. I don't want to dive too much into it because I talked about it a few times and this is your reading. But I had a lot of breakdowns where I thought this is the end of the road. And in those moments, these were usually the moments where something freaking supernatural happened in my life, where I heard voices from up there. I'm also hearing this pain that you're going through right now is opening up a new psychic ability. Okay, give me a moment here. I'm hearing the unexpected energy that is coming to you is that you will see your past flash in front of your eyes, not in a bad way, but more so in a way of, so this is why I was born, this is what I'm meant to do, so this is the last thing that I had to learn before abundance comes to me, before the love of my life comes to me, before I'm free of my depression, or I'm free of my anger, my pain, my sadness. As if you're taking control of your life again, when you felt like you had no control over your life. Where's the Death card here? There could also be like an energy of like a partnership ending, but this could also be connected to work. Or I'm also hearing some type of deep pain that you're feeling. You would turn it into gold, or you would turn it into a project. You would turn it into the day where you cut your hair. You would turn it into the day where you started to write your book. You would turn it into the day where you had nothing to lose and you started your Instagram page of some sort, something along those lines. And that's where the miracles of new beginnings bubbles up. Okay, where's the Death card here? I'm hearing I've never seen this before, or I've never seen, yeah, there's something about I've never seen this before. So you will see something that will be unexpected and it will shock you. Okay. There's a strong male energy coming through here. It could be a father, a grandpa, an uncle, a brother. May they be departed or are still living. And I'm hearing I've changed. So you might also be surprised that somebody changed in your family that you never thought they would change, but because they're changing and you're changing, you will have like a strong bond again, or for the first time. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Let's clarify the Judgment card here. Yeah, for some of you guys, what might be a little bit unexpected here for you is that you yourself, you will decide that it's time for you to walk away or say goodbye to somebody. This might even be saying goodbye to a city. Like, you know what, let me move. You know, I just lost somebody that I love, or I just had this breakup and I have nothing to lose, so I'm ready to move or find a new job, get a new haircut. And again, that's when the beginning of the miracles of new beginnings starts to unfold in your life. Spirit, what is the Judgment card about here? I'm also hearing you will... Give me a moment. For some of you guys, I'm literally seeing you here, hearing there's a voice that comes out of nowhere. It is not your voice, and it would talk to you. There's a spiritual awakening that you will soon have. Something about psychic abilities, or something that you've never experienced before. Okay. It's very hard to describe your energy. It feels painful, but it also feels so beautiful that I'm on the verge of tears. It reminds me of Pisces energy. And when I think of Pisces, it feels like nothingness, like, you know, the space between the stars that one could perceive as nothingness, but at the same time, this nothingness or the space between stars is also the room, the space for everything. So there's something connected to feeling empty or feeling nothingness, but that nothingness, that emptiness brings room or makes room for everything to come to you. Okay. Where's the Judgment card here? For a lot of you guys, you will unexpectedly change your focus. Let's see what that is about. Why is the Judgment card here? The Chariot. Yeah, this feels like pain that is also fuel to the fire, or pain that shows you in which direction you're meant to go next. Okay. There's clarity about your direction in life coming to you in a very unexpected way. Maybe even in a painful way, but again, that pain is directly linked to bliss, or directly linked to a deep understanding that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. And it's also the reason why you have more power to bring something to you. Okay. Let's see, why is the Judgment card here? I'm hearing sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain. This is what I'm hearing. The King of Cups. If it is tied to a friendship that you recently decided to say goodbye to, or a relationship, I'm seeing here that you will Yeah, there's something about unexpectedly finding peace with a situation that is very disturbing, or an energy of hearing, letting go of interesting. Letting go of fake love to experience real love. Okay. This could be pertaining to a connection or a friendship. Okay. Or if it's not connection or friendship, you will feel the love of a spirit guide, a departed loved one, so much so I'm hearing that you believe in love again, or that you believe in your own power again. I'm also hearing you are crowned, or you are, this is all happening like in the spirit realm is what I'm picking up here. I might do a video on that, like what is happening in the spirit realm. So this might be, you know, a reading that is a little bit more a little bit more outlandish. I'm picking up the energy here of like you're being crowned as like a master, or like spiritually speaking, or you're being crowned. Yeah, there's something, you're being crowned here after something very, very painful. But the way that you deal with the pain is graceful, honorable. It's almost as if somebody writes a book about the pain that they went through and it becomes a bestseller. Yes, it was painful. There were a lot of tears shed, but it was also the beginning of becoming a successful author. Okay. What is the Judgment card about? Six of Pentacles. I'm also hearing I don't want to wait anymore. So somebody's gonna decide that they know that they don't want to wait any longer. With the Six of Pentacles, I'm picking up the energy here of this feels like a new project to me. Because of your pain, you're going to paint something, you're going to do something, you're going to create something, create a song, create a painting, create a vision board, change your wardrobe, whatever it is. I'm hearing whatever creation or decision comes out of that pain. It feels like I'm hearing you're creating something extremely beautiful. I don't know what it is, because if I look at this card, I cannot stop looking at these pentacles here. But for me, this could also be like an art piece that is so beautiful that it gets a lot of attention. Does that make sense? Or like a decision that you, like deciding to cut your hair, and all of a sudden you get like a lot of attention. Does that make sense? Something along those lines here. It signifies a new beginning in your life. Something about the pain makes you create something that is magnificent. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful that you touch other people with it. Or again, that you make a decision that somehow draws a lot of attention to you. Okay. And this attention that you will be getting, I'm also hearing paying attention. So when you look at paying attention, it's quite literally, right? When we talk about social media, or even when we go to an interview to get a job of some sort, or even when we think about dating, it's all about attention, right? So saying you pay attention is quite literally. Attention pays you when you are on social media. Attention pays you when you are at work. And attention also pays out in somebody will invest their love into you, their time, their kisses, their their nights, they invest it and spend it with you. So there's also this energy of like, for some of you guys, you might find a deeper meaning in words. Like a very mundane word is gonna have like a deeper meaning, but that deeper meaning is so profound and significant in your life that it is really tied to a huge turning point for you. Okay, if you think about paying attention or spending time. Okay, so there's something about paying and spending. I'm also hearing this departed loved one will make sure that you are financially stable. They're coming in. This might be what the miracle is tied to, in case you recently lost somebody or you have a departed loved one that you talk to. Okay. Spirit, what is the Emperor and the lotus flower? What is that about? What is that energy about? A Knight of Pentacles, enlightenment. Oh, interesting. I'm hearing you're figuring something out again about a person in your family. You're figuring something out about yourself in a connection that you might want to leave. You find something out about why your life has been stagnant. And I'm hearing that's the last lesson until, or like this is the last lesson because then you are like, yeah, ready to move. So I don't know what this means. Is it, if it is like physically moving, or then you are ready to make moves that will turn out to be like really good decisions, or I'm hearing the best decision that I've made in a while, in a long while. Okay. I'm being brought to somebody. Oh, there might be an unexpected traveling in the air. I'm picking up somebody's going to travel unexpectedly. Okay, this could also be astral projection, so traveling like in the spirit realm, where you see yourself traveling, or this might be you traveling physically to a place. Because I'm seeing somebody sitting by the beach and looking at the sunset, and one eye cries because of pain and the other one cries because of bliss. Oh, this is so intense here, guys. Don't make me cry, pile number 3. Or let's cry together. How about that? Let's meet to cry again. to cry together is what I wanted to say. You see, I fucked up my own joke. The Judgment card again. It's a judgment call. I'm also hearing you're chosen in the family to carry out a huge legacy or to bring financial abundance to your family. Okay, what is the Emperor about? What is that energy about here? 9 of Pentacles. I'm also hearing this pain or this devastating moment that you are experiencing is also the beginning of getting your shit together again, or leveling up financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's all about leveling up here, but it's tied to some type of pain. Okay, let's clarify the last card here, which is the 5 of Swords with the 2 of Wands. Okay, let me show that to you again. There's something about like somebody having a distorted view of themselves, if you can see that here, which also brings me to Kung Fu Panda again. Master Shifu was really like triggered by Po being the dragon warrior, because Po was a different kind of dragon warrior. He was not what he expected. Oh, interesting. And it's the unexpected here. So Master Shifu was not happy about the panda, like the big, with the big belly and the big panda being chosen to be the dragon warrior. He didn't believe that he was capable of it. And then he ran to Master Oogway, which is the turtle, And he said, are you sure that you chose the right person? I don't think that this big belly panda is able to, like carry out kung fu and, like build a legacy. And then Master 𝐸𝑚, the turtle, said, your mind, he said, Master Shifu, your mind is like this water. When there's a lot of waves in the water, you cannot see a reflection. But when you become calm, you will see things clearly. That's what he said. I think I'm going to link those movie scenes in the description box in case I can find them, okay? Yeah, I'm also hearing the end of conflict. There's something about the end of a conflict in a family, or the end of a conflict, or like the end of... There's something about like a very, very destructive thought that you had about yourself is being crushed down or being destroyed, but destruction in a good way. It's like a bad thought that you have about yourself, or that you have about love, or that you have about like money, pertaining to if you can do this, or if you will find this. I'm hearing this thought is crushing under the pressure that you feel, but it's a good destruction. It destroys that negative seed in your mind that you have about yourself. And for others of you, it's connected to family conflict is ending. There's some type of family conflict that is ending here. Okay, very unexpectedly. Let's see, what is that energy about, Spirit? The World card. Yeah, there's something about family conflict is ending, or there's a particular thought that you had about yourself, or a particular way that you saw yourself in the mirror, and it is somehow, again, it's somehow destroyed by a painful day, or by rain. It's like the rain that is perceived as like, shitty weather is washing away that seed in your mind, okay, that caused so much like conflict when you looked at yourself, okay? It's being destroyed by a particular event in your life. And I'm hearing, and now you can move forward. I'm hearing now you can move forward in full glory. Now you can move forward with more confidence. Now you can move forward knowing that you are special. And even if I'm hearing, if it was not you finding true love, if it was not you manifesting wealth, if it was not you building a successful business, if it was not you writing a very significant book in history, then who else would it be? And I'm hearing you're going to believe these words. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing false confidence is being replaced by real confidence. A confidence that cannot be shaken, that cannot be interrupted by nothing and nobody. Okay. And that's where miracles would take place in your life. Yeah, because I'm picking up an energy of like some type of shyness, or some type of... Yeah, I'm also hearing I'm no longer shy, or I'm no longer looking down upon myself. That chapter is over. Okay. I'm hearing there's a lot of things coming to an end in your life. For you to move forward in your full glory with new energy, new fire, new confidence, a new outlook on life, a new haircut, a new plan. Let's see. Ooh, I wanted to ask, where are you going? The Sun. To a place or a person that you always were meant to meet or experience. For some of you guys, this pain will make you travel to a place, again, either in your mind, in your dreams, or physically. And this place is, I'm hearing it's your destiny to be there, to see this. Let me see, what is this place about, Spirit? I want to get like 2 cards, okay, before I leave you guys. The King of Cups. I keep hearing true love. I can't. I'm done. I'm hearing true love. Look at that, the Ace of Cups. True self-love, true love. In a friendship, in a relationship, the rekindling of a love. In a friendship, relationship, in your family, with your partner. What is this place about? Okay. This place is, I keep hearing it, true love and fake love. I don't know what it means, or true self-love and fake self-love. True confidence and fake confidence. There's something going on with true and fake, or the truth and lies, but I'm picking up like the truth and fake. So when you thought you were confident, Spirit is coming through and giving you a really good push. And if you thought you already are confident, listen, Linda, listen, pile number 3, the way you're going to walk into a room after the spiritual enlightenment, you're going to turn heads and you're going to make miracles happen. Okay? Yeah, beautiful pile number 3. I love you guys. I'm going to see my next one and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.